Hello, good evening, everyone. I hope you've all had a lovely time since the last quiz and are looking forward to this evening's quiz. Feels like the 4 weeks since the last one has gone very, very quickly. So it did spring up on me a little bit, this one. But I hope you are all keeping well. And not too disheartened that things haven't opened up again today as planned. It's not too long left to go, just 4 weeks. So fingers crossed the next quiz will be when everything is reopening. Fingers crossed. So yeah, hello everyone. I hope, as I said, I hope you've all been keeping well. Always nice to see everyone. Well, see the numbers creeping up. Hi, Prem. How have you been? Oh, I apologise in advance. You guys will get the warning first. I had the first dose of COVID vaccine yesterday, and I'm incredibly tired from it. So I apologise. I'm probably going to be yawning massively throughout this week's quiz. So I apologise in advance. But there we go. Oh, hi, Rachel. Oh, thank you. I like my hair too. Yeah, I like it. I didn't realise quite how short it was until I was looking at the thumbnail from the last quiz, and it's down to about here. So it genuinely is about half of it that's gone. So yeah, it is from because I had the Moderna one, which people are saying has worse. So my arm has been really, really bad today as well, and people have been saying that Moderna has worse side effects. So, but there we go. It's a vaccine. That's the main thing. Been looking forward to it for months. Well, how's everyone else doing? Right, sort of how are you all doing? Well, hi B as well. I hope you're well. I hope yeah, you and your family are all keeping well. Yeah. So I say might not be the chattiest today, so I apologise. Hi Chris, and Yvonne. Hope you are both keeping well. I take it you being on means mum is not too far behind. As I say, this 4 weeks has flown by. Has anyone been up to anything particularly exciting over the last 4 weeks? So it's the thing, I'll ask a question and then I know there's a delay, so I've got to wait for a reply if anyone does reply. But oh well. And say it's been so long, I've forgotten what I normally end up talking about before the quiz. I know that I just end up rambling about random things, but my brain is just not engaged today. But there we go. Apologies, you've got me in a slobby sort of hoodie as well, but I was not feeling up to dressing up particularly today. There we go. Hi, Mum. How are you? How was it? Yep. How was your day been? I was going to say how was your week been, but I spoke to you yesterday. So, hello, yeah, hello, and welcome to anyone who has just joined. I've sorted the number ticking up slightly. So we'll be starting the quiz in about 5 minutes. Just giving everyone who wants to join some time to join. And feel free to use this time to go get yourself nice and settled, grab a drink, etc., and have a look at the picture round. So the picture round this week are all dingbats, that make titles of novels. So you simply have to, or novels or books, just have to work out what they are. And I do always like that kind of challenge. Makes you think a bit. Yeah, you can use this time for that. You've got about 4 minutes until the quiz is starting. So if you haven't found the Dingbats already, there's a link to them in the video description, but they're also over on the Facebook page. You just search for Abby's virtual quizzes. You'll be able to find it there. Oh, it is nice to be on. Nice to be back on. To say, feels like it's been no time at all, but it also somehow feels like it's been forever. And like always, I didn't finish writing the quiz till this afternoon, even though I've had 4 weeks to do it. It did just creep up on me. For some reason, I thought I had another week. Oh, then turns out I didn't. There we go. I just set myself an earlier reminder next time, I think. Here we go. Like always, you have me rambling about nothing. But I'm sure you're all used to that by now. Oh, I tell you what, it's been, so I got my hair cut the Wednesday after the last quiz, so it's been nearly 4 weeks. I still can't stop touching it and feeling it. It's so much lighter and also somehow so much curlier, I think, because the weight's come off of it. It's all springing up a lot more, which is quite nice. It was part of the aim of getting it cut that short, so I'm glad it worked. Yeah, just enjoying it. So if you see me shaking my head during the quiz, that'll be why. I somehow managed to get some really nice curls in it as well today, which is surprising since I didn't really have the energy to do very much with it this morning. Spray of water and go, pretty much. But there we are. Sometimes less effort gives nice results. Anyway, probably all you really want to hear about my hair. I don't think anyone will be that interested in it. We've just got a couple of minutes until we're going to start. So if you have just joined us, hello and welcome. We'll be, as I say, making a start in a couple of minutes, just giving some time for everyone who wants to join to be able to join. We use this time to get yourself nice and settled, grab a drink, and have a look at the picture round. So the picture round is in the video description. It's also over on the Facebook page. And this week they're all dingbats of book titles. So you just have to simply work out what the book title is from the abstract clues. So it's something a little bit different. You'll have time during the quiz to have a look at that as well if you've not had a chance to finish it now. We'll be starting in about a minute or so. So yeah, hello everyone. I know I've spoken to several of you, but if I haven't spoken to you in person, if you haven't commented, then hello and welcome. So you don't have to comment, but then I won't know who you are to say hello personally, but hello and welcome everybody. If that makes any sense. I feel like I am just rambling. So okay. Okay, so by my clock, it's just ticked over to 8:05, which is when the advertised start time of the quiz is. So we'll make a start. So yes, hello and welcome everyone. It's time for another evening's quiz, which I'm sure you're all aware of. Otherwise, you wouldn't be here. You'll have gathered it from the video title. So yeah, we're back for this month's quiz now that we've gone through every 4 weeks. So welcome to June's quiz. I hope you've all had a lovely time. So the format of the quiz, as always, never changes, but just in case on the off chance that there is anyone new, we will have 5 rounds plus our picture round. So we will do 3 rounds, have a short break, come back and mark those 3 rounds. Then we will do rounds 4 and 5, again have a short break, mark those and mark the picture round. It generally takes about an hour or so. So we've done about 9. Your round themes this week will start off as always with general knowledge. We've then got a round all about sport and leisure in honour of it having been the French Open, it being Wimbledon starting soon, the Euros. A lot of sport going on at the moment, so I thought I'd do a sport round to just commemorate that. Round 3 is a music round, all about lyrics. Round number 4 is all about science and nature, and round 5 is a connection round. Plus, of course, the picture round, which is Dingbats. So a nice selection here, hopefully something for everybody in there. If there's one round that's a weakness, hopefully another one will be a bit more of a strength for you. Yeah, so that's that with the round themes. Again, we'll just quickly run through the rules before we start. Again, these are the same as always. So if you've heard them once, you'll have heard them 1,000 times from me. So I apologise. But again, just in case there's anyone new, just want to make sure that they'll know. So, evening, Andrew. So rule number 1 is kind of a very standard pub quiz rule, is please don't look your answers up. The whole point of doing a quiz is to test what you know, not what you're able to look up. You're just sort of spoiling it for yourself. Rule number 2 is please don't post your answers in the comments, because then that spoils it for everyone else if they're able to see the answers. So just write them down on a bit of paper, or on a Word document or something, just not in the comments. Hello, Silver Surfers as well. Rule number 3 is kind of just more of a disclaimer in that I'm only human. I do occasionally make mistakes, just as everyone does. If I do make a mistake, please be nice and tell me. Don't shout at me. If you're shouting at me, I'm going to get upset, which nobody wants. But also, I'm less likely to be lenient with you. If you're nice and polite, absolutely fine. And rule number 4 is just have fun. This isn't meant to be competitive. There's no prize, anything like that. It's just meant to be for fun. So just enjoy yourself. So yeah, without further ado, I believe we are ready for round 1. So if you are ready to get going, then let me know in the comments and we'll make a start. Also, hi Ian. So did I know that I looked like my mother? I've been told that on many occasions, yes. I guess the hair probably doesn't help. It's now a similar length to how she's had it for ages. But, you know, I like it this short. All right. A few people have said they're ready, so we're going to make a start, starting as always with the general knowledge round. So question number 1, in which franchise would you find the character Katniss Everdeen? Pardon me. So repeating that one, in question number 1, in which franchise would you find the character Katniss Everdeen? So if you want her name spelt, it's Katniss Everdeen. Number two, what does IPA stand for? So question number two, what does IPA stand for? So I for indigo, P for papa, A for alpha. So IPA. Number three, what nut would you find in the middle of a Ferrero Rocher? So number three, what nut would you find in the middle of a Ferrero Rocher? Number four is name two landlocked countries in Europe. So four is name two landlocked countries in Europe. There are 14 possible answers, so you've got quite a lot to choose from there. Number five, what name is given to a baby rabbit? So number five, what name is given to a baby rabbit? Number six, what was the most streamed show on Netflix in 2020? So number six, what was the most streamed show on Netflix in 2020? I'll give you a hint, it was a series. It wasn't one singular episode I'm looking for, it's a series. Number seven, in astrology, what are the three water signs? So number seven, in astrology, what are the three water signs? If you get two of them correct, you can get half a point, and then you need all three correct for the full point. Number eight, which London Underground line has the most stations? So number eight, which London Underground line has the most stations? Number nine, which book begins with the line, "Last night I dreamt I went to Manderley again"? So number nine, which book begins with the line, "Last night I dreamt I went to Manderley again"? That you just need the book title for that one. I don't need the author. Okay, and with that, we're at the end of round one. So if you need any questions from that round repeating, then just let me know in the comments. Oh, I did. No, I didn't read out question 10. In my head, I'd read question 10. Sorry, guys. I said to you, I'm not with it today. Honestly, this facts are just screwed with my brain. Question number 10, in Cockney rhyming slang, what is a dog and bone? So number 10, in Cockney rhyming slang, what is a dog and bone? Okay, now we're at the end of round one. Um, Sorry about that. So as mentioned, if you want any questions repeating, just let me know. I've already seen a request for question one. So question one was, in which franchise would you find the character Katniss Everdeen? Um, it's a book franchise and a film franchise. Okay, I've had no other requests for repeats, so I'll move on to round two. If you do want a repeat from now on, I'll repeat it in the break. But round two is all about sport and leisure. So question number one is, how many minutes does a game of rugby league last? So question number one, how many minutes does a game of rugby league last? Oh, hi, Ryan. Number two, how many times has Rafael Nadal won the Wimbledon men's singles title? So number two, how many times has Rafael Nadal won the Wimbledon men's singles title? Number three, which country came top of the medal table in the 2016 Summer Olympics in Rio? So number three, which country came top of the medal table in the 2016 Summer Olympics in Rio? Number four, how many players are there on a water polo team? So number four, how many players are there on a water polo team? Number 5, what is the name given to the strongest possible poker hand? So, number 5, what is the name given to the strongest possible poker hand? Number 6, which US city is home to the basketball team, the Lakers? So, number 6, which US city is home to the basketball team, the Lakers? Number 7, which number sits at the bottom of the circle on a dartboard? So, i.e., is directly opposite 20. So, number 7, which number sits at the bottom of the circle on a dartboard? So, it's directly opposite 20. Number 8, in which country was the footballer Lionel Messi born? So, number 8, in which country was the footballer Lionel Messi born? Number 9, in snooker, how many points is the brown ball worth? So, number 9, in snooker, how many points is the brown ball worth? And number 10, how many frames are played in a game of 10-pin bowling? So, number 10, how many frames are played in a game of 10-pin bowling? Okay, with that, we're at the end of round 2, I think, as long as I've not missed any questions out again. Um, so, as usual, if you need anything repeating, then let me know in the comments. For about half a minute, and then we'll go on to the next round. Okay, no one's asked for any repeats, so let's move on to round 3. So round 3 are all lyrics. I'm going to give you a lyric from a song. Might be the beginning, might be in the middle, might be near the end. You just simply have to tell me what song it is from. And all of the songs are kind of on a theme, but sort of. You might be able to tell after, once I've gone through this, once you've got your answers to the songs. What I mean by that. So, lyric number one, simply tell me what song this is from. So, number one is Captain Smith and Pocahontas had a very mad affair. So, number one is from Captain Smith and Pocahontas had a very mad affair. Number two is Young Teacher, the subject of schoolgirl fantasy. So, number two is Young Teacher, the subject of schoolgirl fantasy. Number three is Go on now, go, walk out that door. So, number three is Go on now, go, walk out that door. Number four is My music hits me so hard, makes me say, oh my lord. So number four is My music hits me so hard, makes me say, oh my lord. Trying not to sing some of these. Number five is When you can tell by the way I use my walk, I'm a woman's man, no time to talk. So number five is Well, you can tell by the way I use my walk, I'm a woman's man, no time to talk. Number six is That's great. It starts with an earthquake, birds and snakes, and aeroplanes, and Lenny Bruce is not afraid. So, number six again is That's great. It starts with an earthquake, birds and snakes, and aeroplanes, and Lenny Bruce is not afraid. Number seven is There's no escape. I can't wait. I need a hit. Baby, give me it. So number seven is There's no escape. I can't wait. I need a hit. Baby, give me it. Number 8 is when I was young, I never needed anyone, and making love was just for fun. So number 8 is when I was young, I never needed anyone, and making love was just for fun. Number 9 is watching every motion in my foolish lover's game on this endless ocean. Finally, lovers know no shame. So, number 9 is watching every motion in my foolish lover's game on this endless ocean. Finally, lovers know no shame. And number 10 is you and me, baby, ain't nothing but mammals. So number 10 is you and me, baby, ain't nothing but mammals. Okay, and with that, we're at the end of round 3, and therefore at the end of the first half of the quiz. So if you need any questions from the first half repeating, so rounds 1, 2, or 3, then let me know in the comments. Otherwise, I'll give you about 3 or 4 minutes, and we'll go through the answers. And just as a reminder again, from round 3, it's just the song name that I need. I don't need the artist. Of course, so 6, 7, and 9 from the third round. So number 6 is that's great. It starts with an earthquake, birds and snakes, and aeroplanes, and Lenny Bruce is not afraid. Number 7 is there's no escape. I can't wait. I need a hit. Baby, give me it. And question 9 is watching every motion in my foolish lover's game on this endless ocean. Finally, lovers know no shame. Yeah, well done, Prem. As I say, there's no bonus point for it or anything. It was just a sort of nice little Easter egg. Okay. It's actually a round that I wrote for a sort of bring your own round quiz that I did months ago, and I sort of thought, oh, it'll be a fun one to do here at some point. Give you about another 30, 40 seconds or so. All right, let's make a start on the answers then. So starting off with round one. So the franchise that you would find the character Katniss Everdeen in is The Hunger Games. She's the main protagonist. Number two, IPA is Indian Pale Ale. Number three, you would find a hazelnut in the middle of a Ferrero Rocher. Number four was name. So you can name any two of the following 14 countries. You've got Andorra, Austria, Belarus, Czech Republic, Hungary, Liechtenstein, Luxembourg, Moldova, North Macedonia, San Marino, Serbia, Slovakia, Switzerland, or the Vatican City. You just need two of those to get yourself the full point. Number five, a baby rabbit is known as a kit. Number six, the most streamed show on Netflix in 2020 was The Umbrella Academy Season 2. If you just put Umbrella Academy, that's fine. That one was actually a surprise to me. I thought it was going to be Tiger King, but no, apparently not. So, Umbrella Academy Season 2 was your answer. Well, Umbrella Academy, your answer for question 6. Number 7, in astrology, the 3 water signs are Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. So if you've got 2 of those correct, you can have half a point. You need all 3 correct for the full point. Number 8, the London Underground line with the most stations is the District line with 60 stations on it. Number 9, the book that begins with the line, "Last night I dreamt I went to Manderley again," is Rebecca by Daphne du Maurier. So Rebecca is your answer there. And number 10, in Cockney rhyming slang, dog and bone is a phone. I know, Prem, that's what I would have thought, but no. So you've got 3 water signs, 3 fire signs, 3 earth signs, 3 air signs, and they're sort of essentially each quarter of the year has one of each. So no, it's not Aquarius. I thought it was. Aquarius is an air sign. So on to round 2, your sport and leisure round. Number 1, a game of rugby league lasts 80 minutes. Number 2, Rafael Nadal has won the Wimbledon men's singles title twice, so in 2008 and 2010. Number 3, it was the USA that came top of the medal table in Rio, in the Rio Olympics. Number 4, there are 7 players on a water polo team. Number 5, the strongest possible poker hand is a royal flush. So 10 jack, queen, king, ace, all of the same suit. Number 6, the US city that's home for the Lakers is Los Angeles. So they're the LA Lakers. Number 7, the number at the bottom of the circle on a dartboard, so directly opposite 20, is number 3. Number 8, Lionel Messi was born in Argentina. Number 9, the brown ball in snooker is worth 4 points. And number 10, you play 10 frames in a game of 10-pin bowling. I feel like I said 10 far too many times there. The answer to number 10 is 10. And finally, your lyrics round. Number 1, Captain Smith and Pocahontas had a very mad affair, is a line from the song Fever. Number 2, young teacher, the subject of schoolgirl fantasy, is the opening line from Don't Stand So Close to Me by The Police. Number 3, Go On Now Go, Walk Out That Door, is the start of the chorus of I Will Survive. Number 4, My Music Hits Me So Hard, Makes Me Say, Oh My Lord, is from Can't Touch This by MC Hammer. Again, you only need the song title for the points. Number 5, Well, You Can Tell by the Way I Use My Walk, I'm a Woman's Man, No Time for Talk, is the opening line of Staying Alive by the Bee Gees. Number 6, That's Great, It Starts with an Earthquake, Birds and Snakes and Aeroplanes and Lenny Bruce is Not Afraid, is the opening line of REM's It's the End of the World as We Know It and I Feel Fine. You just have the end of the world as we know it for the point, that's okay. Number 7, There's No Escape, I Can't Wait, I Need a Hit, Baby Give Me It, is from Toxic by Britney Spears. Number 8, When I Was Young, I Never Needed Anyone, and Making Love Was Just for Fun, is the opening line of All By Myself, most famously by Celine Dion, but was originally by Eric Cara, I think his name is. Number 9, Watching every motion in my foolish lover's game, on this endless ocean, finally lovers know no shame. It's the opening line of Take My Breath Away by Berlin, from Top Gun. And number 10, You and Me Baby Ain't Nothing But Mammals, is the start of the chorus from The Bad Touch by the Bloodhound Gang. So yeah, it's my fun little theme of the round was just things that you might say during COVID. Which, might be a little bit morbid, but I found it quite amusing. So with that, we are ready to start on round 4. So if you are ready to get going, then do let me know and we'll make a start. One person ready. See if anyone else is. Okay. There we go. A few more people saying they're ready now. This was met with deathly silence for a while. Sort of was worried I'd disconnected or something. There we go. Right, let's start round 4 then. So round 4 is all about science and nature. So question number 1 is, how many bones does a shark have? I'll say rounded to the nearest 10. Then you can have, yeah, if that makes sense. Number 1 again is, how many bones does a shark have? Number two is, what is the name of the light-sensitive panel at the rear of the eye? So, number two, what is the name of the light-sensitive panel at the rear of the eye? Number three, ascorbic acid is a form of which vitamin? So, number three, ascorbic acid is a form of which vitamin? Number four, how many ribs does a human have? So, number four, how many ribs does a human have? Number five, what is the collective name for a group of crows? So, number five, what is the collective name for a group of crows? Uh, Either, Rachel, I'll accept either the number of ribs or the number of pairs of ribs. Number six, what is the name for the soft spot on a baby's head? So, number six, what is the name for the soft spot on a baby's head? Number seven, what is the name of NASA's 2020 Mars rover? So, number seven, what is the name of NASA's 2020 Mars rover? Number eight, which substance in the skin filters out harmful light from the sun? So, number eight, which substance in the skin filters out harmful light from the sun? Number nine, which planet is sometimes known as the morning star or the evening star? Number nine, which planet is sometimes known as the morning star or the evening star? And finally, question 10. The MMR vaccine protects against which 3 diseases? So number 10, the MMR vaccine protects against which 3 diseases? Again, if you get 2 of them correct, you get half a point. You need all 3 correct for the full point. Okay, with that, we're at the end of round 4. So if you want any questions from that round repeating, let me know. I've already seen a request for 2 and 8. So number 2 is, what is the name of the light-sensitive panel at the rear of the eye? And number 8 is, which substance in the skin filters out harmful light from the sun? Okay, I've not had any other requests for repeats, so we will move on to round 5 now. So round 5 is a connection round. So these questions will all be general knowledge, but question 10, so all of the answers will have a common theme, and question 10 will be, what is that theme? So question number 1 is, what was the name of the horse belonging to the Lone Ranger? So number 1, what was the name of the horse belonging to the Lone Ranger? Number 2, which musician was born Frederick Bulsara? So number 2, which musician was born Frederick Bulsara? Number 3, I apologize, I'm probably going to butcher this name, but Gert Frobe played the Bond villain in which film? So number 3, Gert Frobe played the Bond villain in which film? Number 4, Snowy is the name of the canine companion of which Belgian cartoon character? So, number 4, Snowy is the name of the canine companion of which Belgian cartoon character? Number 5, who played Alfred the Butler alongside Ben Affleck in the latest Batman films? So number 5, who played Alfred the Butler alongside Ben Affleck in the latest Batman films? Number 6, in the US, what is the 5-cent coin commonly known as? So number 6, in the US, what is the 5-cent coin commonly known as? Number 7, which slang term for a police officer comes from someone who captures? So number 7, which slang term for a police officer comes from someone who captures? Number 8, when emailing, what does BCC stand for? So number 8, when emailing, what does BCC stand for? So Bravo Charlie Charlie. Number 9, what is Superman's only known weakness? So number 9, what is Superman's only known weakness? And number 10, what is the connection between all or part of the last 9 answers? So number 10, what is the connection between all or part of the last 9 answers? Okay, with that, that is the last question of this quiz. So again, I'll give you about 3 minutes or so to finalize all of your answers. This is your last chance to have a look at the picture round as well. So we'll come back in about 3 minutes and mark your answers. And let me know if you need any repeats. Okay, so that's been about 3 minutes. So let's make a start on marking your answers now. Starting off with your science and nature round 4. So question 1 was, how many bones does a shark have? I'll admit that one was a bit of a trick question because the answer is 0. A shark's skeleton is made entirely of cartilage, not bone, so they have 0 bones. Number 2, the name of the light-sensitive panel at the rear of the eye is the retina. Number 3, ascorbic acid is a form of vitamin C. Number 4, a human has 24 ribs in 12 pairs. So if you've got 24 or 12 pairs, that's fine. Number 5, the collective name for a group of crows is a murder. Number 6, the soft spot on a baby's head is called the fontanelle. Number 7, the name of NASA's 2020 Mars rover was Perseverance. Number 8, the substance in the skin that filters out harmful rays of the sun is melanin. Number 9, the planet that's sometimes known as the morning star or the evening star is Venus. And number 10, the MMR vaccine protects against measles, mumps, and rubella. Rubella is also known as German measles, so if you've got either of those. So if you've got 2 of those correct, you get half a point. If you've got all 3 of them correct, then you get the full point. Moving on to the connection round next. So number 1, the name of the horse belonging to the Lone Ranger is Silver. Number 2, Frederick Bulsara is better known as Freddie Mercury. Number 3, Gert Frober played the Bond villain in Goldfinger. Number 4, Snowy is Tintin's dog. Number 5, the person that played Alfred the butler to Ben Affleck's Batman is Jeremy Irons. Number 6, in the US, the 5-cent coin is known as a nickel. Number 7, the slang term for a police officer is a copper. Number 8, in emailing, BCC is blind carbon copy. Number 9, Superman's only known weakness is kryptonite. And number 10, the connection between all or part of the last 9 answers is elements. Oh, I think you're right, Prab, actually. I must admit I did take that question from a different quiz and didn't fact check it. But yes, I think you're right about Farouk, not Frederick. So apologies about that one, but hopefully you got there anyway. And then finally moving on to the picture round. So these dingbats. So dingbat number 1 is the time traveler's wife. Number 2 is Catch 22. Number 3 is Northanger Abbey. Number 4 is 1984. Number 5 is The Cat in the Hat. 6 is Little Women. 7 is Howard's End. 8 is Far from the Madding Crowd. 9 is The Tiger Who Came to Tea. And 10 is Middlemarch. If you want me to explain any of them, let me know. But with that is all of your answers. So I hope you all enjoyed this week's quiz. Well, so this week's quiz, this month's quiz, now that they're only monthly. Yes, I hope you all enjoyed it. As usual, if you have any suggestions of any rounds you'd like to see, then do let me know. It's always nice to have your input and know what sort of thing you would want. But yeah, just if you think of anything, drop me a message. Um, yeah, I hope you all had a lovely evening, and I will see you all on the, let me look this up, 20 something, I think, 19th maybe of July. Let's look it up. 19th of July. I'll see you all on the 19th of July. Have a lovely month. And hopefully 19th of July, things will be reopening. We will see, because obviously it was meant to be today. But yes, hopefully it will be then. Bye everyone. Have a lovely month. And yeah, see you all later. Bye.